Alright, so welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out some more Taylor Swift. We've got this one here, The Life of a Showgirl, the titled song of the album, the name of the album, I believe. Checking this out just after checking out the other one, not Life of Ophelia, The Fate of Ophelia, I believe. And I don't know if you guys want to see any more, but I'm doing this just as a little feeler, putting the feelers out there. A couple of my mates listened to Taylor Swift and they said I should react to it, so that's what we're going to be doing. I've got the Genius lyrics up just like the previous one to read afterwards to get some more understanding, because I'm going to need help there. But let's go. See what it's saying. I like these visualizers, they're cool as well. It's like a kaleidoscope.
Her name was Kitty, made her money being pretty and witty. They gave her the keys to this city, then they said she didn't do it legitly. I bought a ticket, she's dancing in her garters and fishnets. 50 in the cast, 0 missteps. Looking back, I guess it was kismet. I waited by the stage door, packed in with the autograph hounds, barking her name, then glowing like the end of a cigarette. Wow, she came out. I said, "You live in my dream." Then she said to me, "Hey, thank you for the lovely bouquet. You're sweeter than a peach, but you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never ever gonna wait. The more you play, the more that you pay. You're softer than a kitten, so you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never gonna wanna." She was a menace.
Okay then. You're never gonna... You don't know the life of a showgirl, and you're never gonna wanna. Is it basically say... At the beginning, it was like describing this person, Kitty or whatever, who's a showgirl. And then someone meets her and is like, "You're doing exactly what I want to do. It's my dream." But it's not all rainbows and unicorns and roses. There's a price you have to pay. Yes, I might have all of this stuff, but you don't see behind the curtain. The blood, sweat, and tears, you know, the things that aren't as good. Maybe it's a different perspective of like a different perspective of like her life. I don't know, because like people always say like, "Oh yeah, you know, fame and money would like fix all of my problems," and like to a certain degree. I mean, fame, not really. I don't agree with that at all. Fame, I could not give two shits about personally. The money side, I'm like, yeah, it would fix a fair few problems, but then it also makes it makes different problems that you didn't know before, and all of those things. I think that's the point that she's trying to get at here. I hear it. Never gonna wanna.
She was a menace, the baby of the family in Lennox. Her father whored around like all men did. Her mother took pills and played tennis. So she waited by the stage door, asked the club promoter arrive. She said, "I'd sell my soul to have a taste of a magnificent life. It's all mine." But that's not what showgirls get. They leave us for dead. Hey, thank you for the lovely bouquet. You're sweeter than a peach, but you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never ever gonna wait. The more you play, the more that you pay. You're softer than a kitten, so you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never gonna wanna. I took her pearls of wisdom, hung them from my neck. I paid my dues with every bruise, I knew what to expect. Do you wanna take a skate on the ice inside my veins? They ripped me off like false lashes and then threw me away. And all
I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting really confused of who's who. I don't know really who's who when they're... Yeah, it's a long day for me, because I'm not too familiar with Sabrina Carpenter either. Obviously, I've heard her voice, and I've heard a couple of her songs, like, in places, but I don't know her discography. I don't know what she sounds like properly on a track. And Taylor Swift, I'm quite new to that as well. I'm assuming the first one was Taylor Swift and the second one was Sabrina, but then afterwards, I don't know if they're merging or they're back and forth in... It sounds clean, though. Whoever's voice is whose, it doesn't really matter, because they're complementing each other so well.
I knew what to expect. You wanna take a skate on the ice inside my veins? They ripped me off like false lashes.
Hold on a minute, that's a bar. Do you want to take a skate on the ice inside my veins? She's got ice in the veins. Cold-blooded.
Do you wanna take a skate on the ice inside my veins.
Oh.
They ripped me off like false lashes and then threw me away. And all the headshots on the walls of the dance hall are of the bitches who wish I'd hurry up and die. But I'm immortal now, baby.
Oh, slowing it down.
I couldn't if I tried. So I say, thank you for the lovely bouquet. I'm married to the hustle and now I know the life of a showgirl, babe. And I'll never know another pain hidden by the lipstick and lace. Sequins are forever and now I know the life of a showgirl, babe. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Woo! Hold on a minute then. So has it kind of come full circle?
Hey kitty, now I'll make my money being pretty and witty. Thank you for the love you bouquet.
Thank you for an unforgettable night. We will see you next time. Give it up for the band.
Was that a little snippet from one of her concerts?
And of course, Sabrina. I love you, Taylor. That's our show. We love you so much.
Damn. That song kind of reminded me of a musical in some way. The way it was all laid out, and then the bit that went a bit faster, and then it kind of ended with a crescendo at the end, and it kind of came back in. It gave me big musical vibes. Big musical vibes. Let's see. See what was going on. Her name was Kitty. Made her money by being pretty and witty. They gave her the keys to the city. Then said she didn't do it legitly. Oh, I bought a ticket. She dancing in her garters and fishnets. 50 in the cast, 0 missteps. Looking back, I guess it was a kismet. What's a kismet? The lyrics gets a character study of Kitty, a woman who rises to fame and power through charm and performance. Clearly, Kitty is both beautiful and intellectual, but the verse shows how women in the spotlight are often undermined or accused of illegitimacy no matter how much they accomplish. The keys to the city suggest the triumph and recognition, but simultaneously, she's receiving looks and criticism from others. Again, is this similar to the other one? Is this kind of like a perspective on her own life? Because there's a lot of people who don't know a lot about Taylor Swift that are like, why is she so big? I don't know. Oh, what the fuck? How did she doesn't deserve what he did? I know there's people who say it because I see it online, especially when there's the whole like I think who was it who said something? Was it Drake who was like, I'm not scared of anyone releasing at the same time as me other than Taylor Swift. He was like, Taylor Swift is the only person who I do not want releasing at the same week as me, because then it's curtains. You know he's going to be whitewashed probably. But this could be like another little callback to kind of her life and how people think of her in some ways, maybe. I don't know. I waited by the stage door, packed in with the autograph hounds barking her name. The hounds barking. Then glowing like the end of a cigarette. Wow, she came out. I said, you're living my dream. Then she said to me, hey, thank you for the lovely bouquet. You're sweeter than a peach. But you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe, and you're never, ever gonna. Wait, the more you play, the more you pay. You're softer than a kitten, so you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe, and you're never gonna wanna. I said, you're innocent. You don't know what goes on behind these doors, and you don't want to know. You don't want to know. It's both alluring and defensive. The showgirl accepts the gifts, but insists her world cannot be romanticized or easily entered. Outsiders like ourselves can never fully grasp the trade-offs behind public persona. The showgirl figure fits with Taylor Swift's recurring exploration of the cost of spectacle, how women in entertainment are adored and simultaneously misunderstood. It connects directly to the tortured poets department themes of being consumed by an audience while hiding private truths. I can do it with a broken heart. This also fits nicely with the inclusion of Sabrina Carpenter, who is a singer known for embracing female sexuality and the kitten-like aesthetic. Okay then, so I think it is kind of linking to what I said up there. It makes sense. She was a menace, the baby of a family in Lenox. Lenox refers to Lenox, Massachusetts, a wealthy and historic town in the Berkshires known for being the home of Tanglewood, a music venue that attracts world famous performers. Lennox, with its history and refined arts and classical music, presents a sharp contrast to the world of a showgirl, full-on spectacle, performance, and illusion. The juxtaposition here underscores Kitty's journey from a life of quiet despair to one of public display. The verse thus paints a vivid picture of privilege but troubled upbringing of a showgirl in a dysfunctional family. The dream of being a showgirl is alluring, as it offers Kitty both escape and control of her life. Kind of a different path of what maybe she was going to go down. Her father whored around like all men did. In song Emails I Can't Send, Sabrina has referred to the fact that her own father was unfaithful to her mother. Wish I had a time machine so I can see what you did on October 13th at 10:15. Were you really asleep? Were you lying to me and the family? Ooh, hold on a minute then. So that's in one of Sabrina's songs. Crazy. Her father needs to just hold that one. Her mother took pills and played tennis. Portrays a young woman born into wealth and privileges, surrounded by family dysfunction. She was a menace. Yeah, okay. This aligns closely with Eddie Sedgwick, youngest child of a wealthy Massachusetts originating family, known for her Catholic attention-seeking behavior and troubled family life. Philandering father, medicated mother. Okay, and then the song kind of takes a flip, right? The person she was talking to at the beginning, she said, "I'd sell my soul to have a taste of the magnificent life that's all mine." She's willing to give everything for this, but yeah. But that's not what showgirls want. They leave us for dead. Like the life that you're seeing, what you see and how you imagine my life is vastly different to what it actually is behind the curtain, but you ain't seeing that part. Thank you for a lovely bouquet. You're sweeter than a peach. Is that just a repeat of that thing there? Yeah, you're never gonna wanna, because it flips at the end, right? Took a puzzle wisdom. These lines fit into Swift's ongoing price of performance and survival. The bridge is notable for its violent injury and ripped lashes, bruises, headshots evoke an industry that consumes women and discards them. Notably, this theme has been explored in songs like The Lucky One and Nothing New, but the defiant I'm immortal now reclaims the narrative, much like I Can Do It With a Broken Heart reframes exhaustion as endurance. It took her pearls of wisdom, hung them from my neck. I paid my dues with every bruise. I knew what to expect. Do you want to take a skate on the ice inside my veins? That line is cold. They ripped me off like false lashes, then threw me away. Basically, use me when you used me when and how they needed to, and then as soon as they didn't need me anymore, dip. You're gone. Discardable. And all of the headshots on the walls of the dance hall are of the bitches who'd wish I'd hurry up and die, pray to try to take her place. But I'm immortal now, baby dolls. I couldn't if I tried. So I say thank you for the lovely bouquet. I'm married to the hustle, and now I know the life of a showgirl. Once you become world renowned, it's hard to lose fame, even whatever the fuck that says. It is almost unheard of for any prominent famous figures to lose their fame for good. Yeah, it's kind of, once you're famous, that's it now. Even if you didn't want to be, hey, that's the life that you accidentally chose. If you accidentally get famous, but if you chose to, then I guess you just got to live with it now, which is tough, because I always say that, like, I think being famous is one of the worst things on the planet, personally. I think it is. I think it's kind of horrendous. The money part can't. Like, yeah, and some fame obviously has its perks, like people knowing you, like favors, getting into places, yada yada yada, and all of the good stuff that comes with it, and the nice people who look up to you and respect you, and the feeling of love. But then also the negative part is the hate, the thing that you get, being taken advantage of, all that stuff, being undermined, not understanding. People who see the face value and don't know what's going on the other side, and it's like, miss me with all that. Anyway, that was another banger. Very glad I'm getting up these genius things. If you like the fact that I'm getting up the lyrics and kind of reading through it, please let me know, because I do it when it's going to be a song that I either need to get the lyrics up for, or I know there's going to be some context behind it that I'm not too sure. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good day, morning, night, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye bye.